want to talk a little bit about liquid topical membrane. Liquid topical membrane typically would be Redgard because it's found at Home Depot, accessible. There's Aqua Defense, which comes on kind of aqua and dries a dark green, although I understand they've changed the formula to be more friendly like this, where I can see my pencil marks. That's why I don't use Aqua Defense, or why I didn't, because I couldn't see my pencil marks when I'm doing tile. There's Hydroban, there's 8+9, there's Ardex, which this is. I love this stuff. Where's that? A little pale. Ardex S1K. And this still has the fumes associated with Redgard, but not as bad. It's a little bit thicker. You don't see the water leaching to the top, mainly because they got a piece of plastic on the top of it to kind of keep, I guess, the water content down or whatever. All waterproofers are equal. Trust me on that. There's other YouTubers out there that degrade Redgard because they don't like it, because they think it's cheap or whatever. This Ardex cost me the same $50 that Redgard cost, and Redgard was first on the market. Redgard's been around now, at least 10 years, maybe 12. All the other products follow the same formula, more or less. It's all liquid topical membrane, and it all works. And it works because it's sold. If it didn't work, if Redgard had failures left and right, they would go out of business. Well, Custom Building Products makes it, so they wouldn't go out of business, but they would stop selling it. Home Depot would definitely stop selling it. They're not going to carry a product that fails. So Redgard doesn't fail. The application of the Redgard sometimes fails, but the application of any waterproofer, whether it's a sheet membrane on the walls, whether it's this liquid topical membrane, doesn't matter. If you don't do it right, yes, it can fail, but the product itself doesn't fail. And I hate that people degrade products because they're sold at Home Depot, or because there's operator malfunction with regard to some products like Redgard. So if you ever see any videos where there's a failure with Redgard, it's because A, they follow the instructions, which is not a good idea most of the time. Critical thinking is the way that you learn stuff. That's the way I learn stuff. So if you follow directions, yeah, you're probably going to fail. To the T, you're probably going to fail. Directions are a guidepost, a guideline to go by. But at the end of the day, you're responsible for your waterproofing. So if you fail the product, look, I could paint this on and have a bunch of holes up in here and all that stuff, and it would fail because I failed it. This is 2 coats on the walls and 2 coats on the floor. And I have done a video 8 months ago, about a year ago, where I used 4 different products, all the ones that I just talked about. This product, I used Aqua Defense, I used Hydroban, and I used Redgard. And I painted it on mortar in a cardboard box, 2 coats. And nothing penetrated. Not only that, but afterward, I took the edge of a 6-inch taping knife and I just bam, 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 same as I could on here, bam, bam, bam. And it was really, really hard to get this stuff off of the mortar bed. In fact, it was almost impossible. I couldn't even peel it off, right? Because all these years I've been thinking, well, maybe it's just a surface membrane and I could just like peel it off. You cannot do that. Even the Redgard passed that test with flying colors, same as the other ones did. Redgard is not meant to peel off. Neither is any of these other products. And yes, you could probably do a test somewhere where you could pull off a sheet of Redgard, a couple of coats that you painted on, say a wall or something like that. But again, I do the walls because it makes my customer feel good. I've never had a wall fail. So all of this waterproofing that I do, even the niches are not a tsunami. I've had 2 niches of my own right next to the shower head, and it's more like a garage door that's open. Water kind of spritzes in there, but it doesn't, there's not this, this sky is falling mentality where a niche has to be waterproof, 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 waterproof. It just doesn't work that way. The vertical surface doesn't have issues. It's this surface that has issues, and the curb. So just be adherent to make sure that you waterproof your curb. You want to use dam corners and all that stuff, fine. But the dam corners are up under all this stuff, you understand? The dam corners would be attached to the shower pan liner up under this stuff. So if you're using those corners, you expect a failure. I don't. Because my corners are waterproof. There's no way this curb will ever fail. And I leave the gap, as you see with my wallboard. So there's no wicking action that can happen into the wood. that's a little bit far and away what I was trying to explain. What I'm saying is, I like Redgard. It does what it's supposed to do. That I use Ardex from time to time is because it's convenient to me, right? If Home Depot sold Ardex, I would use that. If they sold 8+9, I would use that. If they sold, you know, like Hydroban, if they sold the product, I would buy it because I shopped there, you see? And it's the same price. So for the $50 that you're spending for Redgard, you could spend $50 for any. I think Hydroban is, I think it's $100. It's kind of crazy, but it doesn't do anything. You can't get a more waterproof shower. Like if you had all the rain features here, rain feature and this and that, body sprays, you can't get any more wet than wet. In that same light, you can't get any more waterproof than waterproof. If I put sheet membrane here, it would be the same thing. If I use Curdy and wallpapered all the walls, like a lot of people take a lot of time to do, I don't understand that at all. You can't get more waterproof than this already is. This is functional right now. This shower is functional with no tile on it whatsoever. Tile is not your waterproofer. Your waterproofer is your waterproofer. So if you're adherent to making sure whatever you use, you do correctly, right? You'll never have a problem, including the floor, which everything ankle below is your problem with any shower. Ankle below, not all this stuff, okay? And I don't mean to sound aggressive or, I don't know, mean-spirited or whatever, but I get tired of people going on YouTube talking down about Redgard. If they talk down about this product, I'd feel the same way. If they talk down about Aqua Defense, I'd feel the same way. Because there's nothing wrong with the product. If products fail, they go off the market, period. End, stop. Operator malfunction is real. This shower right now, I could do the flood test, and I have. In fact, you know what? I'm going to link the video of the test that I did. I'm going to link it right up there, I think. Let me see, my camera's not working right. Come on, camera. I'm going to link that video. You can go watch that after you watch this. That video that I did 8 months ago, a year ago or whatever, with all those products that I just mentioned, 4 products in a cardboard box with a mortar pan, did not leak. And not only that, penetrated into the mortar very, very good. Better than I ever expected. And water stayed in there. The Aqua Defense, yeah, that failed because it was 2 years old in my trailer. It was an expired product at that point. But other than that, they all work. So, you know, if you go onto a video where another YouTuber talks down about Redgard, any YouTuber talks down about Redgard, show me the proof. Because everything in my library, over 600 videos, I show proof of everything I talk about. Everything I talk about is OJT. Yeah, so enough said on that. Take a grain of salt with anything you hear on Redgard, unless they show you evidence otherwise. And my channel's evidence-based. There's nothing I talk about in my channel that I do not have a video to back it up. So if they're talking about, oh, Redgard, it fails, show me. It's like I'm from Missouri. Show me. Because I don't believe it. Show me a shower that failed, and I'll show you a guy that had no business building the shower. Period. Hey, if you enjoyed that video and you learned something, consider being a Patreon member. $5, $10, $15 a month would help me greatly produce more videos. I make nothing from YouTube at all. If you're gonna call me for advice, please donate $50 for 30 minutes. My link to my PayPal and my Patreon account is down below. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you get immediate notifications as soon as I post a video. And thank you very much for your support.